How's it going, everyone? My name is Chris, and welcome back to the F1 23 My Team mode. And today we're going on to the Brazilian Grand Prix. Now, the last race was the Mexico City Grand Prix, and I will say it was more tougher than in years past. We had to really work for the win in Mexico, and we ended up doing just that. We ended up getting our 6th win of the season. Extended our championship lead over Leclerc by now 23 points, so he's almost a full race behind. But he finished 5th in Mexico, but Brazil's going to be a make or break for us because we can be good in Brazil, but it's not a matter of me being good in Brazil. It's a matter of if the car is good enough for Brazil. So yeah, but coming out of Mexico, we still lead the championship by, like I said, 23 over Leclerc in 2nd. Perez is in 3rd. He's still in with a chance at only 44 points back. George Russell in 4th, 52 back. He's still in contention. Max Verstappen is in 5th. Hamilton 6th. Sainz and then Sainz 7th. Alonso 8th. Norris 9th. Piastri in 10th. From everyone from Lewis down is out of contention for the championship. So from myself to Verstappen are the drivers that still have a shot, but time is running out. There's only 3 races left. And we might be able to pull off an upset. I have no idea. For the rest of the point standings is follows: Stroll in 11th, Ocon 12th, Gasly 13th, Bottas 14th, Hulkenberg 15th, Madison 16th, Albon 17th, and Yuki Tsunoda in 18th. Those are the final drivers, or that's the final point scorer thus far. We still have Zhou in 19th, Logan 20th, De Vries in 21st, and now Liam Lawson 23rd. Or Liam still 23rd. That have yet to score a single point, but there's still enough time for them to do so. Over on the constructor standings, Red Bull leads Ferrari. Actually, no. They're tied. Red Bull and Ferrari are tied. Red Bull and Mercedes just flipped coming out of Mexico. They flip-flop positions. So it is now Red Bull on top. Mercedes is 3rd. We're in P4, a good distance away from Aston Martin 5th. They've been on a roll with Alonso's win in Coda and his podium in Mexico. So they're on a roll. But they're 5th. McLaren is 6th. They haven't had the best of races. They've gone back-to-back races where both drivers, especially, have DNF'd. So that should pretty much tell you everything. It's not looking good for McLaren thus far. But then you got Alpine 7th, Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas 9th, Williams 10th, and AlphaTauri in 11th. Every team has scored a point. Want to keep that in everyone's mind. R&D-wise, we're the 3rd worst team, and Aston Martin is the best team, which could pose a big problem for Ferrari and Red Bull, and even Mercedes, because they're still in the title fight, technically. But a lot can change. But yeah, so on aerodynamics, we have one more part to fit in for next season. And yeah, pretty much every team is still working on aerodynamics, even though we're not. We're mainly focusing on the chassis side of things, which is where we're struggling the most out of anything. And over on power, still ahead by a good bit over Aston Martin. So it's really not that big of a problem and not that big of a deal, which is good. We should be fine till season's end. But yeah, it's definitely getting to the point where we're close to losing out on the aerodynamic parts, and durability, we have 2 parts left to fit in before the end of the year. So hopefully we'll be able to get those. I think before the end of the year, I could try to get the tire analytics data, which should help us out a little bit. So hopefully we can, and see if we get enough resource points to get that, and then the other parts for aero and durability. I'm hoping I could probably get that in, but I don't know. I said at the end of the last episode in Mexico, or at the end of the last episode, once, you know, we finished Mexico and everything like that, if the monocoque structure does not come in for Brazil, we're basically screwed. The chassis upgrade comes in at the same time as that, so that might affect it, but I'm not too sure. So let's go on ahead and let's see what'll happen here. So let's advance time, get the simulator training, and
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
well, the championship is pretty much over. Oh man, that would have been a big help too. Oh, you have no idea. Now I can't even get the tire analytics data. Yeah, pretty much championship is over now because that didn't come in. We have chassis to spec 2, and here it is, spec 2 chassis. We got a spec 2 personnel, spec 2 chassis. Pretty cool. Nothing else is spec 2, but chassis is there, so that's nice. I'm a little bit more happier. A little bit more happy. Probably can get aerodynamics to spec 2 as well, along with power. Might do that before season's end. I'll try at least, but yeah. So I said at the end of the last episode, if it didn't come in, championship was over. We'll see if that's the case, but I'm pretty sure the championship is pretty much over for us. Because I think whenever I try to get the monocoque structure in, it'll be like season's end when I can't get it in. So I'll have to wait and see when we get to that point. But I'm gonna go on ahead, hop on the race weekend, do practice into qualifying. I mean, all of you guys in the sprint, because this is the final sprint and main race weekend. So see you guys in the sprint.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Smith, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Russell, Gasly, Albon, Perez, Hamilton, Ocon, Stroll, Joe, Tsunoda, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Liam Lawson, Sargent, and Nick de Vries. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out.
All right, rolling off P3 today. We had a good qualifying, so wasn't bad at all. P3 starting position, right behind the two Ferraris of Sainz and Leclerc. So we'll definitely see what we can do today. In all honesty, the championship battle might come down to myself and Leclerc, depending on how the sprint and the main race go. But yeah, 12-lap race, or 12-lap sprint rather. Take a look at the race strategy. It's just going to be softs all the way to the end. Could be 2 seconds quicker, so that's nice. Try to lower the fuel a little bit. Put in 1.88 because I think that'll be enough. Pretty much, we did well even without the monocoque structure upgrade not coming in, but I just know we'll try to salvage a pretty good finish today. Qualifying pace was good, but the race pace is what's gonna just be the deciding factor in all of this. So let's go on ahead and jump on into this race and let us see what'll happen here at Brazil in the sprint. So let's get it. Fucking hell. I'll be honest, I thought Alonso would have been way more closer to me. Jesus hell, dude. Had I known he wasn't there, I wouldn't have fucking reacted the way that I did. Wasn't really an overreaction, just more of a reaction of knowing he was there, but not really knowing what to do. It went those 2 seconds to the Ferraris. Damn. They may have this one in the bag. It really just depends, honestly. Fuck, man. Flip the curb. Got me all out of shape. Yeah, Alonso might give me here, or maybe not, actually. Maybe a little bit too far back, so he would not be able to get me. Yeah, Alonso's gonna get me here. Dams.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Yeah, I just don't got... I don't know. I definitely got the car, but it's just like the fucking thing just so goddamn loose. Can't really say it's all within the setup. I mean, goddamn.
Okay, clear.
Oh, trouble behind. Don't know who that's
Okay, so that's
for.
a red flag. Red flag, no overtaking, and let's get back into the pits, please. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car.
I don't even know what happened. I don't even know who DNF'd.
There's a good chance to change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to.
Oh, wait, I just now realized that everyone on the fucking mediums is gonna go to the... Oh, fuck. That's not good. God damn it. Ugh. Well, I think we'll be okay, though. We'll be okay. We'll restart on lap 7. So we'll have 6 laps to go. Won't be that bad, but damn, red flag in the sprint. Jeez. That early, too. But yeah, let's
We'll be getting underway in just
go
a
on
moment.
ahead and
Stand
restart.
by.
Curious who wrecked out. Albon's P4. Yeah, Leclerc just stayed on the softs. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got
What
some
the
options for you, so go and check your MFD.
Albon just brake checked the shit out of me. Oh my god, I have no fucking grip. Or no turn-in, rather. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. I've never had to run around with a broken front wing. That wasn't even caused by me either. What the shit? Oh my god, man. Just go buy me signs. I'm not even gonna try to fight him on that. It's just a lost cause of that, right? I'll let Verstappen go by 2. Okay, never mind. Just gonna let him go by here, and I guess not. There's another yellow behind. I'm going off the track.
Green flag.
I can't turn worth a shit. Fucking Albon, dude. God damn it. Well, there went Russell. Okay, and there went me. Okay, I can't afford to lose any more positions. I've already lost fucking 4. I'm not coming in. I'm just saying that right now. Like, I ain't coming in this time at all. I'll race the rest of this race with a fucking broken front wing. This game really wants me to fucking pit, and I'm still not doing it. No matter how much it'll fucking try to make me, I ain't doing it. We got 3 laps left in the race. Perfect. Damn, Albon got passed. Oh, and Norris came into pit. Don't know if that was the greatest idea, but I ain't McLaren. Damn, Albon's really trying to get Sainz here. He really wants that fucking podium. He might just get it too. Ah, damn. Might not look like it now. God, man. I've driven around the past, like, what? Half of this last half of this fucking sprint with a broken front wing. I think I've done alright, in all honesty. For a car with a broken front wing and first time doing so? Like, goddamn.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Unfortunately, Albon's not gonna get that podium. But damn it, he gave it a shot. So Leclerc will win the sprint, the final sprint of the season. So he'll gain on me. Max will gain on me. Ugh. It's not looking good for the main race, but have to see how it goes, I guess. Damn. All right, so Charles Leclerc won the sprint today. Fernando Alonso with a P2. Aston Martin and Alonso have been on it lately. Like, honestly, a win in the sprint and main race at Coda, a podium at Mexico last time out, and now podium in the sprint here in Brazil. Like, that's really fucking good, especially for Aston Martin and Alonso. And then Sainz P3. Albon came just 1 spot short of a podium in 4th. However, I pretty much hate him because he brake checked me and broke my front wing. And yeah, I drove the last half of the race with a broken front wing. So yeah. Verstappen with a P5. We come home P6. Gasly 7th and Ocon 8th. So Alpine gaining some much needed points. Hulkenberg came close to some more points. Zhou and De Vries also came pretty close in 13th and 14th. Liam with the 15th and Logan with the 16th, so not bad at all. Stroll with a 5-second time penalty, which would probably explain the big bump up for like Perez down to Bottas. Oscar 19th, Lando 20th, and the 2 DNFs of George Russell. And Yuki Tsunoda was actually the first DNF, and I think he brought up the first red flag. So I'll have to go back in and see how that happened, but yeah, that's how it stands for the sprint. Let's take a look at the standings now. So Leclerc now has closed the gap to 18 points of me. So he's gained some much needed points, I'll tell you that much. Sergio Perez P3, 50 points back. Russell 4th for 55 back. Second sprints that he hasn't scored any points. Verstappen is 5th, 73 back, and Hamilton 6th, 79 back, so he is most certainly out of the running for the championship. But from myself down to Verstappen are still in contention, funny enough, heading into the main race in Brazil. So, yeah. But Ocon and Gasly closes in on, or Ocon closes in on Stroll, so does Gasly. And Alonso closes the gap on Sainz. And then Albon gained so much points that he jumped past both the Haas's. So he's 15th now. So, good run for Albon. Really good run. 8 points, too. And obviously, Zhou, Sargent, De Vries, and Lawson have yet to score any points. Ferrari now take the lead of the constructor standings by 10 over Red Bull and 21 over Mercedes in 3rd. We're still P4. Aston Martin in 5th, McLaren in 6th, Alpine 7th, Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas 9th, Williams 10th, closing the gap on Haas and Alfa Romeo, actually. And AlphaTauri P11. So, those are what the standings look like. We'll go in and see what caused the red flag, I guess. But yeah, congratulations to Leclerc on the sprint win. Now it's just time for the main race and see how that shapes up for us. All right, so I'm board with the AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda, which is what brought up the red flag and eventually what he ended up DNFing him. Stroll just spins out and Tsunoda taps his right rear and DNFs. And then this huge logjam behind happens. Liam got the better end of the stick out of that. I mean, he passed. How many did he pass? He passed like what, 3? Oh, then obviously you can tell. Hold on, you can tell that the Haas right there of I think Magnussen. No, it's Hulkenberg. got caught up in it as well. And there's just Nick over there just in the grass. But yeah, so that is how Yuki Tsunoda DNF'd. Pretty much just at the fault of Lance Stroll. So, I mean, I can't really think of any other way that it would have happened. See it from a different angle. Just goes up the hill, goes to the corner, and then just whips it. And Yuki barely taps him, but destroys his car essentially, and along with Hulkenberg's front wing. And because of the stack up is what caused the red flag. So that's why we eventually go to here, to lap 7, to the restart. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense.
Formula One returns to Interlagos once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his 3rd championship here in 2012, and just 4 years later, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, and it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Albon, Verstappen, Smith, Hamilton, Perez, Sargent, Bottas, Gasly, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Hulkenberg, Liam Lawson, Magnussen, Tsunoda, De Vries, Stroll, Norris, Joe, and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And with me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, let's talk about Charles Leclerc.
Can we begin by having a chat about Charles Leclerc?
They need 2nd or better to ensure they stay in contention for the title. Anything outside of that, well, their fate is no longer in their hands.
And they can do it for sure, as long as they don't dwell too much on the position. At the end of the day, there's only one way to go racing, and that's to give it everything you've got. Either your best is good enough to stay in the hunt, or it's not. There's no point giving any less than 100%.
All right, rolling off P6. I don't know, man. I think Leclerc is going to be able to stay in the title fight coming out of this race, and if Verstappen does well enough, he could possibly stay in the title fight as well, but he has to get a really good finish in order to do that. He pretty much has to win the race to be in contention still, which I don't know if it'll happen, but you never know at Interlagos. But hopefully it'll be a better sighting for us today than it was in the sprint, hopefully. But take a look at the race strategy today. Oh, I pressed B. I pressed Y somehow. Take a look at the race strategy. Looks to be a soft to medium strategy, unless... Oh. That's personalized? So personalized is a soft to medium. Projected is medium to hards. So I guess we'll go soft to medium. I'm not too sure how well that'll work. Add in about that much fuel. 2.5 extra laps of fuel. Might burn that off very quickly. So, yeah, but hopefully we'll have a better showing today than we did in the sprint. The sprint, just bad luck all around. Bad luck all around. This is basically a big race for a lot of people, mainly Perez and Russell if they want to stay in the fight. But also for Leclerc, because he could possibly gain the lead depending on what happens to us today. So hopefully we'll have a good race today, and hopefully it'll pan out really, really well. So let's go on ahead and jump on in and see what'll happen. Well, alrighty then. The start was pretty good, actually. Went from 6th to 3rd, man. Holy hell. And Alonso ended up taking the lead from Leclerc, too. Shit. But I guess Leclerc's going to have to stay on Alonso. He wants to ensure that he can maybe get the lead back from him. Alright, let's see if Leclerc's going to take the chance on Alonso down the straight. Don't think he will, but he's not even that close to him. He is now, but he's gotta wait a little bit longer to attempt to pass on him. Pretty much a 3-car breakaway from everyone else. Sainz might come in at some point too, making a 4-car breakaway from everyone else. Damn, Alonso really fucking blocked him right there. Game just doesn't want to work right now, apparently. Keeps fucking losing frames for no reason. He's definitely gonna get him here, there's no question. There he goes. That was bound to happen. Well, Leclerc is back in the lead. Took him 7 laps, but he's back there now. Back in the hunt. See if I can try to pass Alonso here. Nah, I'm a little bit too far back. Then again, the speed of the fucking Aston's super duper quick. Even though we had better power.
Dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, let me just never overtake Alonso. My car will literally not let me overtake Alonso. I swear to God, dude. Jesus Christ. So ridiculous. It's just annoying how I know I can pass Alonso. I know I can, and my car just doesn't want me to. Finally got around him. Fuck, man. Took way longer than it should have, in all honesty. Don't even really think we can even run after Leclerc with these tires. They're pretty much going away as we speak. Saw that move Alonso was going to try to make. That I just defended the inside. It's fine. Didn't hit. We didn't collide. It's okay. Everything is fine.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Alright, approaching the pit window. Still got Alonso up my ass. We're managing. Oop, Alonso came in. And so did Sainz. Well, coming in for the first stop of the day.
Okay, Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Hamilton, Ocon, Perez, Verstappen obviously will stay out. The reason I say Verstappen is because he's also on the hards like Perez is for whatever reason. Yeah, safe to say Leclerc has run away with this win. Safe to say.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
Alright, coming in this lap. Fit on some new mediums. So we can see what we can do on those bad boys. Hopefully it'll be good. And we'll start to gain some speed, hopefully traction back. And try to gain some time on everybody, but maybe Alonso may have already caught up to essentially where I'm at, and he's probably going to pass me, along with maybe even Sainz, which isn't good, but not a whole lot I can do about that. No, that's terrible. All right, coming in this time. There we go. Hamilton will stay out again. Or still, I should say. Not again, but still. Eventually get passed by Ocon and Perez. There they are. There's Verstappen. Albon.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem removing the right front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us.
What is up
Let's
with my
finish this
team
race as strong
fucking
as possible.
failing to remove shit?
Liam is in the pit lane. Liam's in the pits now. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Well, that's a bit fucking frustrating, I'll tell you that. I'm now behind Norris. Jesus Christ, man. And Russell, for that matter. God damn. You know, my pit crew failed, had that same mistake in fucking Texas. Or in fucking Austin. In Coda. And it cost us the race, pretty much. Alright, well, there we go. We got P14 on Lando. Now we'll go run after Russell, who's stuck behind Hulkenberg.
Our gap behind is 2.0 seconds.
Definitely gotta get Russell on this straight. Oh, God. I thought Russell was going into the pits. Nope, but that was Hulkenberg, Bottas, and Albon. So did Ocon and fucking Hamilton. Jesus Christ, dude. We got Sainz in front who's on hards. He should be relatively easy to pass. Almost halfway through, and Leclerc don't even think it's pitted yet.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
There we go. We got Sainz. And Sainz will get us back. Not for long. Right at the curb. Give him enough space. And there we go. Basically up into P3 right now because Alonso's still ahead of us. Just means Sainz will have DRS on me on this straightaway. On the main straight. Leclerc took the fast left from me. I didn't even know I had the fastest left for a minute. It was 110.8. Then he got a 110.3. On a set of hearts, too. Fucking A. Well, Perez ended up hitting, and we're back into third. Dams. I get the feeling I might be able to catch Alonso here, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I might be able to, but it might happen at like last second when I do catch him. We do got 15 laps though, but still. And 15 laps until Leclerc essentially closes the gap on us in the championship. Funny enough, I actually got a quicker lap time with the 1:10.802. Just not the fastest lap, but you know. Still not bad at all. We are closing the gap on Alonso, but the question will be, will my tires hold on enough to catch him and even pass Alonso and stay ahead of him too? That is the main question. This might be it. Let's find out. Okay.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
I mean, it's one way to try to defend it, just by hitting me. I mean, didn't work. But that is one way. But there we go, right up into P2. Nice. And Leclerc is long gone, so catching him is not going to happen. Unless something happens to him. But very doubtful. I think Alonso's got like some sort of secret issue that no one else knows about. Hamilton just passed both Sainz and Alonso. Holy shit. That was pretty fucking cool too. And Alonso got him back. Unless Hamilton can fight him. Yeah, for the time he is. I think he fully got him. Yes, he did. That he did get. You know, I'm thankful to say that we might be able to make it on field now. Or not might, but it looks like we were going to be able to make it on the field that we set. Which I like. I like seeing that. We can make it to the end without running out of fuel. So, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Looked at my phone for a second and went wide there, but it's okay. It's okay. Still running my own race, pretty much. Nothing's happened to Leclerc yet.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
This is true. I am increasing the gap on Hamilton and Sainz and Alonso from behind. I think Alonso's got like a phantom mechanical issue going on right now. That's why he fell from 2nd to 5th. Well, there's Verstappen in 5th. He's making his way through the field. It might be too little too late though for him. Saved it. Jesus. He is fighting Alonso for P5.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel
And Sainz has pretty much gotten away from Hamilton at this rate. And we've closed the gap on Leclerc by like 0.3, but it obviously won't be enough. 3 to go. I'm not going to make up 7.5 seconds roughly on Leclerc pretty much. I would need to have a rocket ship in order for that to happen. 2 laps left. It's nice being out here driving by myself. I've been able to just kind of run at my own pace and savor my tires pretty much. Except when I do stuff like that. Make me use my tires because I'm spinning the back. Because I'm spinning the rears and they're not liking that. Even though we're not going to win today and we're going to lose out to some points on Leclerc, it's been a good day. It's been a good race. Final lap in Brazil. Here we are.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
If the gap was a little bit bigger to Sainz, I'd probably come in, put on softs, and try to go for the fastest lap, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I mean, my tires aren't even at 50 except the right rear. Taking care of them pretty well, in all honesty.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
They're not as bad as I thought they'd be, but car doesn't handle as bad like it did with the softs, and the softs being very, very worn out almost instantaneously. And having to drive lap after lap after lap with those tires, like goddamn. We'll head down the straight for the final time. Leclerc will win it. So he wins the sprint, and he wins here today and gets the fastest lap. Well, come on, P2, I'll take it. I'll take a P2. Considering the fact that I thought we were going to be way worse with this monocoque structure not coming in.
Great drive.
This is good. This is good.
Really
I like it.
with that performance. Well done, mate.
That was really good. And George Russell, driver of the day. Unfortunately, I think he's knocked out of the championship because we have Vegas and Abu Dhabi left. Dams.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari, do it again.
All right, well, congratulations to Charles Leclerc on the win. I don't even know how many wins he's got already this season, but he closes the gap on us in the championship. He gained 8 points on us. So he gained 16 points on us today. Or, no. He gained, I think, oh, God, 12? 12 on us? So, still not bad. But, yeah, the fastest lap for him came in clutch when it counted, when it was needed the most. And yeah, I mean, that's what the P2's not bad at all. And then congratulations to Sainz of the P3. Hamilton almost got it for a minute there, but he finishes P4, Verstappen P5. Perez 6, Alonso fell down all the way to 7th. Piastri finished in 8th, Ocon 9th, and George Russell P10. And he scored the final point over Albon. Dams. We got Gasly, Bottas, Norris, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Zhou, Liam, Logan, Yuki, and De Vries. No DNF, surprisingly, in this race. Not at all. A bit of a shock. I'm pretty sure we would have seen Yuki and Nick at one point, but because if they got lapped by Charles, but we never did. But it's okay. It's fine. Liam started well, finished poorly. Hopefully it'll be a little bit different in Vegas next time out. Check out the standings. So Leclerc now is 10 points back from us as we head into the final 2 races of the season in Vegas. Sergio Perez is 3rd, but he's 60 points back. He's out of contention. Russell in 4th, 72 points back. He's out of contention. Verstappen's in 5th, 81 points back. He's out of contention. Hamilton in 6th, 85 back, out of contention. And Sainz 7th, 98 points back, out of contention. So now it's just come down to myself and Charles, where pretty much anything can happen to where one of us will either leave, or whether or not I leave Vegas as champion, or we go into Abu Dhabi for the title fight. It's myself and Leclerc. Which, in all honesty, I'm down for that. I'm down for a championship battle with Leclerc, and I'm getting that, so I'll take it. Then you got Alonso P8, Norris 9th, and Piastri P10. Then you got Ocon 11th, Stroll 12th. Ocon finally passed Stroll, even though it's a tied, but Ocon 11th, Stroll 12th, Gasly 13th, Bottas 14th, Albon 15th, Hulkenberg 16th, Magnussen 17th, and Tsunoda 18th. And you got Joe, Sargent, DeVries, and Liam that round out the driver standings. Over on the constructors side, Ferrari now has a 33-point lead over Red Bull in second and a 49-point advantage over Mercedes in third. We're P4, almost 100 points ahead of Aston Martin. We're 99 ahead of them, but it's fine. There's 2 races left. We've pretty much secured P4, which is what I wanted to do. But Aston P5, McLaren 6th, Alpine 7th, Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas 9th, Williams in 10th, and AlphaTauri in P11. So good races, or good on them for doing well, pretty much. But yeah, so good race today. I enjoyed it. This is the points tally pretty much. So instead of 12 points, he actually get 13 points on me. Leclerc did apparently. Sainz and I both got 21 points. Verstappen with 14, Alonso with 13, and then you got Hamilton with 12, Perez with 8. There's Albon with 5 points, Piastri with 4 points, Ocon with 3 points, Gasly with 2 points, and George Russell with 1 point. So, yeah. Definitely didn't end the way I wanted it to in the sprint. But come race day, it ended just as well as I thought it would have. So, it works, though. It works. But congratulations to Leclerc and Ferrari. We'll just go on to the next one and see how it all shapes up, pretty much. All right, so the next race is the Las Vegas Grand Prix, which is going to be the first time we've gone to Vegas, but or at least in this My Team mode. But we've pretty much actually caught up to the real life F1 season. They're going to Vegas too, so it's the first Saturday night race for F1 as well. So it'll be pretty cool for them. We'll take a look at the activities. Let's get the race simulation for our boy. Get second driver performance review, and then let's do a team building, and then we'll get driver promotion filming as well. So we'll lose 10K, but it's not nothing too bad. Vehicle performance comparison: Red Bull is now below Mercedes. Ferrari has closed the gap on Aston Martin. We're still ahead of Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri, thankfully, but quite a ways behind Williams, and definitely doesn't help that chassis upgrade failed before Brazil, so gotta get that back in. So it'll come in actually right after Vegas, so go ahead and get that in. Should put us out of Alfa Romeo, and we'll get the final aerodynamics part adapted, so bada bing bada boom. We're on par with Alfa Romeo, so we've got all 10 of our aerodynamics done. Now all we have left is 2 on the durability side of things, so I can't get this, but I can get this. Let's get the MGUH, so there we go. So now we got 1 more, which is the MGUK, and we should be able to get it after next race, and then hopefully we'll get both the chassis upgrades, because kind of need these 2 after next race. So yeah, we're pretty much just gonna be working on chassis quite a bit. I don't think I need to do anything on engine. Still good on engine, so we might be fine. Because after Vegas, we're gonna go right to Abu Dhabi, so we should be fine. But yeah, and I'm also curious, how much is okay, Liam's contract is just 2 million, which is not bad. That's fine. I'm completely fine with that. So we can spend at the very least 4 million. We did a spec 2 on the chassis. Should probably get something for personnel to help them. We'll dump 3.5 million, and we could dump 3.5 million to the second driver racecraft awareness and focus stat. So we'll go on ahead and get the fitness setter up. So his racecraft and awareness will be upped by another 5. So he'll be at 77 and 79 on racecraft and awareness. And if I get that other upgrade for pace, he'll be at 85. So we're gonna help Liam as much as possible, man. I'm telling you what. But we got 2.5 mil left. We'll get the weekly resources pretty much, and yeah, that'll give back, I think, around like a third of what we spent. I think, I'm not too sure, but hey, what can you do? But yeah, so that'll do for me today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification button down below for more. Next race is Las Vegas. Don't really know how it'll go. Hopefully it'll go well, but hopefully it'll be a good race, and like I said, hopefully it'll end well for us. So thank you guys so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll say have a good day. Peace out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. I love you guys so very much, and goodbye.